So today we're going to learn how the importance of having a definite objective impacts your resistance to failure, and how it transmutes failure into um, fuel to sustain you, to help keep you going, and how to define financial goals, right? Because it's important to know what you expect to achieve from your efforts. And when I say expect to achieve, I'm talking about monetization, right? The monetary gain that you get from, obviously, from attracting an audience that is interested in the extremely helpful and useful information that you're sharing with them. How to build an action plan to not only attract that audience, but to also maintain conversations with that audience, and techniques to stay focused and motivated, right? Once you get into all of this, again, it can get a little rough, get a little bumpy. And last, the importance of tracking your progress and celebrating the small wins. So let's get into what who I am. And again, I've been building UX content strategies for big box brands for over 20 years. Uh, I've been coaching small businesses and consulting businesses for over 14 years. Uh, I started my own consulting firm agency after about 2 years of private branding consulting. I hate social media, and I love being the guy behind the scenes. And this is what I'm sharing with everyone: uh, the strategies, the techniques, the planning, everything that I've learned over the years. I'm sharing it now about how you can use your content to have conversations, and use your conversations to start to create more content. Right? We'll have a live Q&A at the end where I answer any of your questions in the comment section, and we're going to start understanding the importance of having a definite objective right now. So, what is a definite objective, and why is it important? So, without a clear goal in mind, it can be challenging to know what actions you want to take and where to start. And having a specific objective provides direction and purpose, and it allows you to focus your efforts and energies toward one definite goal, right? That clarity eliminates distractions and prioritizes the day-to-day tasks that you're doing, right? The things that you're doing to achieve the objective. In addition, in addition to providing that direction, having that DO, that definite objective, also increases your motivation, right? It gives you that spark that you need to keep going when times get rough, because it's going to get rough, right? Even in the face of challenges, you have to remain dedicated and committed to achieving your definite objective. And not having a definite objective can result in wasted effort and lack of progress, right? If you have somewhere that you want to go, you have to maintain that consistent action toward achieving that goal, that day to day, that in and out, that good and bad, right? And defining a definite objective is crucial to doing that in every aspect of life. Let's not just limit this to business. I talked about this with Keith John Allen a couple of days ago, right? Business only works, a good business plan only works if you have a good life plan. Like, if you don't know what you want out of life, it's going to be impossible to know what you want out of your business. And having a definite objective starts in your life before your business. All right, so moving on. Let's talk about 5 steps for envisioning and creating your definite objective. And it all starts with the money. right? Not to sound cynical, not to sound money driven, but it really does start with the money, because everything that you need to do, everything that you're doing requires money. So you have to set financial goals and align them with your personal, right, and professional goals, which goes back to your life, right? So you have to set these goals for yourself before you start to think about your business. And once you start to align your personal and professional goals based on what you want with what you expect to achieve from your business, right? You'll start to see that synchronicity. You'll start to see a sense of motivation. You'll start to feel a sense of focus that'll guide you towards making the right decisions that you need to align with your definite objective, right? That's, in my opinion, that's probably the most important, right? Is having those goals. Those goals keep you motivated. They give you checkpoints that you can go back to. They give you a sense of accomplishment for the times that you've succeeded, right? To help you when times get tough and you're not on your A game, and it seems like everyone is booing, no one is cheering anymore, right? Those accomplishments that you've made from those goals that you've set, they actually give you fuel to keep going, in my opinion. So remember, it starts with setting your financial goals. How do you set your financial goals, Brian? Okay, here's how you do it. So start with how much it's going to cost you to live your lifestyle, like on a monthly basis. Like, how much does that cost, right? Once you decide how much it costs for you to live your lifestyle, right? Decide what kind of solution you're going to offer your audience that will satisfy your needs as well as theirs, right? And once you set that goal, that number, you can align whatever it costs to attract that level of revenue and subtract what you expect to earn from it. And that's how much you will make every month in relation to your personal overhead, right? However much it costs for you to live month to month, right? So if it costs $12,000 for you to live month to month, and you know you're a coach, you're a career coach, and you have a video course that you're selling for $800, and it costs $12,000 for you to live month to month, right? You could easily say you're going to get 50 clients per month, right? But what are you going to do to make that actually happen, right? What goals are you going to set? Do you need to set some personal goals, some health goals to ensure that you can get up in the morning and have a clear mind to focus on sending out the number of emails or making the number of phone calls you need to touch the number of people that would amount to 50, right? These are the kind of goals that you have to set, right? What's going to be your monthly revenue? What's going to be your monthly lead turnover? What's going to be your quarterly gross revenue? Start setting goals, and you'll start to see where your gaps lie, and you can fill in those gaps with more effort. Right. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. We'll delve into that. If you want to delve into that, we can do one-on-one strategy sessions. I'm always open to help business owners, service business owners like myself, to fully utilize, fully monetize their content, right? So again, it starts with setting goals. And if you want to start setting clearer, more sustainable, more realistic, more attainable goals, check out the end of this PowerPoint and let's get in touch. Let's set up a conversation and let's start having these kind of talks about building a better strategy for you, right? And let's move on to the next slide. So identifying your purpose and passion, right? To create a clear sense of direction, right? And this is where the part I was talking about with the money coming into play, right? And aligning that with what your audience wants, right? So you have to know what it is that sets you on fire, that's going to keep you going in order to do any of this, because you're going to have ups and downs. Even though you're setting these goals, that doesn't mean you're going to hit all of the goals. That doesn't mean that all of the goals are going to go your way, right? Again, this series today is probably one of the most important parts of this series that I'll discuss. Like, this is it. This is the holy grail of success, is knowing what you want and what you're willing to sacrifice to get it, right? So understanding who you are helps you know what you want and what you're willing to sacrifice to get it. Not being someone else, right? We talk about it all the time. You know, we talk about it on LinkedIn on a regular basis, right? Talisa Payne Mason, we talked about it in our last Creators After Hours. Shannon Epps, we talk about it. Dan Lathrop, we talk about it. Authenticity, right? Knowing who you are is what sets you apart. It's what gives you an advantage, right? And a bunch of heavy hitter creators talk about it. Gary Vaynerchuk, Simon Sinek, a bunch of them, Justin Welch, right? A bunch of people have realized that it just pays to be yourself, right? I know it sounds like, well, I'm just me. Exactly. You're just you. And that's what makes it perfect, right? So understanding who you are and what you can do, what you do well, what you're passionate enough about to continue learning. And that's something that we'll talk about a few slides down the line, is lifelong learning, right? If you're passionate about something, you'll learn forever. You'll never want to stop learning. And once you know what you're passionate about, then you can start creating a clear path towards achieving the steps and making the decisions that help you attain that vision, help you achieve that objective, right? So let's move on to the next slide. Creating a clear and specific objective statement, right? This is huge, because you want to repeat this to yourself. You want to make it so that this is something you can say even if you don't say it for a number of years, right? I created my first definite objective statement, may have been 7 years ago, right? That objective statement, I'm still following it, and it changed my life. Having a definite objective gives me the power, the ability to continue pressing forward in spite of adversity and temporary failure, right? Because I have faith in something that's bigger than me, right? I have faith in an energy, right, that is being supplied to me, right? That fuel, right? That's why I talk about it's not just failure. It's not just wins, it's failures, right? This is where you really see yourself soaring. And it all starts with having a definite objective and creating a statement that you can repeat to yourself in the morning and at night before you go to sleep, right? So it's the first thing on your mind and it's the last thing on your mind. So you can put it into your subconscious and you can keep repeating it to yourself, right? Make that statement very simple and very clear and very real to what you want, right? Write that statement to yourself and read it aloud. It'll help you stay focused and motivated. It'll help you make decisions that align with your overall objectives, right? And again, that's something that we can talk about later. Like I can help you build, right, a definite objective statement that you can use to achieve those things that you want in life, right? To start to set goals. I don't believe enough credit is given to goal setting and how important it is. And all of it ties in together, right? I give myself a round of applause. Okay. So here comes the fun part. Nobody likes this, and that's developing an action plan to achieve that objective, right? Setting milestones, deadlines, right? Employing processes, frameworks, systems, right? In order to achieve your objective. And in order to achieve your objective, you have to make these deadlines, these milestones, these processes, these systems realistic, sustainable, uh, scalable. If you intend to, turn your content into more than just visibility, but to turn it into cash, right? Because that's what this is. This is turning passion into your profit. Turning your passion into your profit. That's what this is. Turning content to cash. So you're taking your passion and you're putting it into content form, and you're giving it away to the people that want it most. And then you're help guiding. And in order for that to happen, right, they're going to pay you for your time. That's just what it is. Everybody understands that time is money. Their time is money. And people will pay you for your time if you have something worth offering, right? The only way to achieve that level of uh, uh, ascension in your business is to develop an action plan to get there. And you want to start small. Start with, again, attainable, realistic goals, tasks that you can do. And I've got a whole breakdown of how you can start setting milestones and deadlines and hitting goals, and right, and doing it in a way that keeps you on track. Again, even when things are upside down and it looks like you're gonna drown, there's a system that you can put in place that'll help you do it. We'll talk about it more at the end of this master class. And finally, the fifth step is refining and adjusting your objective as needed, right? So that you can stay on track and adapt to changing circumstances, situations, right? Situations in life, because life is unpredictable. Things change all the time. And it's really important that your objective, you're able to adjust it, right? You're able to have an adjustable objective, right? In the event things don't go your way, because things don't always go our way, right? And we have to still move in spite of, right? So you have to be able to, and my uncle says it all the time, you've got to adjust, nephew. You gotta be able to change up your strategy for the things that you can't account for. Doing that, being able to do that, it gives you confidence. To having a plan for the unthinkable, having a contingency plan in place gives you confidence, right? It activates your faith. Like you feel like you can keep pushing because it's worked up till now, right? It's been working. I'm still doing it. I'm still here. So yeah, I believe it'll keep working, right? That's how you feel. That's how you feel when you're able to say, I can adjust and I can adapt depending on what situation is presented to me. So it's really important that you track that you adapt and you track that so you can know what works and what doesn't work in the future. And listen, that's not just in life. I mean, that's not just in business. That's not just in your content. That's in life also. It's with your family. It's with your children. That's with your finances. That's with anything, right? All right. So let's talk about some strategies, because we were talking about staying focused and motivated a lot in this in part 2. So let's talk about strategies for staying focused and motivated in part 3. Right. And we're gonna keep it simple, right? Because we started a little late, and I think we're already about 4 minutes past our allotted time. But I want to give you these 5 strategies to help you stay focused and motivated. Right. Number 1 is the power of visualization and positive self-talk. Like, always talk positive to yourself. Talk positive to other people, but always talk positive to yourself. Don't lie to yourself, but talk positive. Right. I can do anything. Not I'm the best in the world, right? But I can do whatever I want to do according to what I'm able to do, according to what I've learned to do, according to the value that I'm providing, right? That attracts a certain level of what I want to do, right? The importance of tracking your progress. Number 2, the importance of tracking your progress and celebrating your small wins. Huge. Small wins add up to big wins. Never forget that. And techniques, number 3, techniques for overcoming obstacles and staying motivated, right? Techniques like eating healthy, right? Thinking positive, right? Doing your best. And number 4, developing a support system and seeking accountability, even if it's self-accountability, right? So you can hold yourself accountable by speaking positive, but speaking truth. And the benefits of number 5, the benefits of continuous learning and self-improvement, right? Benefits of continuous learning and self-improvement. Shanae Murray did a live the other day about lifelong learning. And it's true, right? It's just about what you want to learn and what are you going to do with it. So that's it. If we've got any questions, I'm going to do Q&A after the review. And after these 3 key takeaways, which is you need a definite objective. Without a clear goal in mind, it's almost impossible to know what you need to do and even where to start, right? So start setting clear goals. Number 2, set clear goals. Make sure you know what you hope to achieve, not just in your content, but in life. But let's just talk about content, right? In your content distribution plan, right? For example, increase reach, engagement, or conversion. Staying focused and motivated. That's the last thing we'll talk about, staying focused and motivated, right? It's hard. And you need a plan to help you steer the ship in times of storm, right? When all chaos hits, you want to be ready. So those are the 3 takeaways from today's masterclass. Stop wasting time and energy creating content every day. Start creating content with ease, speed, and proficiency like a pro, right? With ease, speed, proficiency, and authenticity like a pro, right? Because pros they're confident in who they are, right? I'm a pro. I'm confident in who I am. I can do this sleeping on my head. And I want to share that with you guys. And the perfect time to do that is to start building your brand now, your business now, and your financial stability now. The perfect time to start is now. Start maximizing your content now. Create more and better content in less time now, right? And I'm here with one-on-one private strategy coaching, right? If you're ready to create a conversation-based and research-backed content strategy that gets results for your bottom line, let's schedule a conversation today. And let's start creating content that takes your business to the next level. Here's the URL. It's bit.ly/3L lowercase l uppercase J 4 uppercase V 5 lowercase G. Let's talk. Let's schedule a conversation, right? I can help you take your content creation to the next level. And if you feel like you don't need to talk, like you're ready, but you don't have a framework in place to give you that speed that you need to start delivering, right? Today, for showing up to the masterclass, you can get this content creation framework, my personal content creation framework, for $29.50. It's regular $59. Today, you get it for half off. It's got a content idea generator, content matrix, and a content planner. It's got everything you need to create content 10 times more and 10 times better in less time, just like the pros, right? So if you want to start creating content, look, last year, I think I created a total of on 2 platforms and 1 user, I think I created a total of like 2,000 posts, right? But I actually had ideas for like 3 or 4 times that, right? And I wrote them down and I organized them and they're categorized and I can bring them out at any time. Like this is the beauty of what this content creation framework. This is what I'm giving you for $29.50. Get that today. Get it today and change the way you make content. And then if not, hey, like I said, you can always hit me on the content coach. I'd be more than happy to do put some time in and help you get your content strategy up to par where you want it to be. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being a part of this content creation series, masterclass series. We'll see you next week for installment number 4. What is installment number 4? Don't worry about it. If you showed up today, we'll send it to you in an email. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.